did I just buy? You guys might remember that Evo X project that I got a little bit ago. Haven't really posted on it. It hasn't really been a project. I've just been dailying it and everything's been going fine. So I bought a Project Evo X to have content on. So it's a 2013 with 190,000 miles on it, and I want to bring it to 300,000 miles. But first it needs some work. Main things it needs: reverse. The transmission does not go into reverse, and I'm actually currently pulling it so I can take it apart and order what I need. Besides not having reverse, the only other things it really needs is the downpipe gasket is leaking, needs that. Maybe needs a turbo manifold, might be the turbo manifold leaking, who knows. And that's pretty much it. No leaks out of the transmission or engine. The whole drivetrain looks nice, no real rust underneath. And body-wise, it has a dent right here that needs to be paintless dent repaired. Hood's fine, everything else is fine. Front bumper needs paint. This side's fine, looks pretty good actually. And the wing needs paint. Rear bumper is okay, not too bad. Just dirty from sitting, but overall the body's fine. Just had brakes done, just had a clutch done actually. So it's got a new clutch. I'm excited for this car. I really just want a high mileage Evo and just drive it and not really care about it. I paid $7,000 for the car, so that's a pretty decent price for an Evo. Depending on how much fixing reverse costs will determine how much I have into the car fully. But yeah, I'll probably just fix reverse, fix the downpipe gasket, and it's tuned. It has like an intake and exhaust, and that's it. And it was tuned by More Auto, so probably just drive it how it is and enjoy it. I'm doing this top stuff for the transmission right now. I'm not gonna show every detail, but if I see something interesting, I'll film that. But otherwise, I'll just show you guys what the actual issue is with the transmission. All right, it's the next day. Transmission is out. It is a job on these cars. I've done a lot of like DSM transmissions, Fiesta STs. They were nothing compared to doing the one on this car. I lowered the subframe. I don't really know how you would do it without lowering the subframe, but that's lowered. You got to unbolt the transfer case, which is kind of a pain. On the DSMs, it's so easy. It's just 4 bolts, and then you just like pull it right off, 4 or 5 bolts. I can pull a DSM transmission in like an hour, but this one took me like a day, a full day. I also pulled the downpipe off because it needed to be replaced anyways. Let me show you that. So here's the downpipe, and it is just cracked right through there. I could weld a new section in, but I think I found a MAP performance one, or MA performance one, that I think it's better quality than these, and the flex won't really crack maybe. So I think I'm gonna pick that one up. I'm separating the case halves right now. This thing's pretty stuck on there. You gotta go around it and pry a little bit and break it free. That's what I'm doing now, and then we'll see what's inside. All right, so this is it opened up. Got these 3 or 4 actually shift forks over here. I think, yeah, there's 3 of them, and then this one is used for reverse over here. So the reverse is over here, this slides right out, and this fork pops out, and I'm assuming this probably slides out. All right, so I think we figured out the problem. This fork was staying connected on this shifter shaft right here, and here, just let go and I'll show them. So you go up with it, and it was going up with it, but then, all right, now hold on. Takes a lot of pressure. There. Yeah, that takes a lot of pressure, but then it breaks free. So either this shaft, this fork, or both. Yeah, that is not sliding freely. Ooh, it's not even moving now. I'm waiting on parts for the transmission. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be sanding down the bumper because You got fading this right here, all right here, and just rock chips. The whole grill needs to be painted as well, and a bunch of rock chips on the bottom. So I'm gonna completely strip the bumper, and then start sanding it, and paint should be in this weekend. Paint the bumper and the wing. Wing's pretty rough. The rest of the car looks great, actually. The hood doesn't even have too many rock chips. It has a few, but this dent needs to get paintless dent repaired, and that's really it. The rest of it is pretty clean. A little dent right there. Not bad for 200,000 miles practically. Headlights aren't even that bad. I'll touch those up. And this side doesn't even really have any dents. You can tell a little more when it's clean, but it has one little crease right there, and that's it. And then rear bumper is a rear bumper. It's been bumped, but it is not bad at all. I'll just leave it how it is. Where this bumper support mounted on, this rivet was broken out and it's kind of bent right there. So I'm gonna heat it up and try to make that flat. So now it's looking similar to this side, when before this was down like 1/4 of an inch. There we go. All right, small update for you guys. I painted the mesh right here, and I painted this grill section with just some trim bumper paint, and it looks okay. It's not going to be perfect. I sanded it down a little bit, and yeah, it looks a whole lot better than what it was. Here's the bumper completely stripped down. There's not too much to paint on here. Well, there's the whole bumper, but it's not too much surface area because most of the surface area is the grill. So yeah, just the sides and up top really. And I'm just gonna sand it all down, get rid of all these rock chips, feather them all out, and then this will be ready for paint. And the wing, I sanded with 220 and I guide coated it, and I'm gonna sand it with 400, but this was just to get all the clear coat peel off. And then, yeah, this will be ready for paint. So the paint stuff will hopefully be done before the transmission stuff is even here for the car. The wing is over here and it is fully sanded down. I took off all the inner structure just to be able to paint it better. I made a mistake when ordering the transmission parts. Here's my new shift rail for 5th/reverse. And here's my other new shift rail for 5th/reverse. So yeah, I ordered this instead of the fork. So it works out good because this is actually the first one I bought, and I have to return it anyways because there was some pitting on it and it would kind of catch when it would slide up and down. So I was planning on sanding it, but since I ordered this one on accident, now I don't have to. I just run the good one and return the not so good one. And while I'm at the dealership, I'll order one of these forks, and then when that comes in, I'll be able to throw this all together. Bumper and wing are basically ready to go. They just need to be masked off in some areas and wiped down and then sprayed. I spent about 2 hours sanding the bumper today and about an hour sanding the wing yesterday. Here's my rivets they're holding up. I also did some rivets up here where it needed some. And I also plastic welded these for the fog lights on every single Evo 10. This one and this one are gonna break off on both sides. So I plastic welded them in. I've got to get one more thing ready for paint, and that is this vent. Oh. The bumper came out pretty good. I repainted that with all the bumper paint, trim paint, and then color matched the rest of the bumper. Looks pretty good. It's not the best job, but it's done outside, you know. And same goes for the wing. This came out pretty good. I just gotta sand it to get it a little more smooth, and that will be good to go on. The vent came out pretty good. It was all chipped right here, and now it's all the same color, so that's good. So now that I have time, since I messed up ordering the parts, I might Cerakote that while it's out. And the last mod you could say I got for this Evo is not that turbo. It's in this box. It's just a front engine mount. I got these for dirt cheap from Block, and yeah, I wanted to try one out. I've had it for months now, and it's the perfect time to throw one in. All right, what do we got cooking? Whoa, it's almost done. And here is the finished product. Came out really good, actually. Man, looks too good for this car. God, I was getting the coil packs off of this engine. This thing's right in front of my face. I didn't even see it. He looked up. Oh my God. It's moving in there now. Perfect. Alright. So we got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. Actually, this one might be reverse. It's got all the gears. Everything is back together in the engine bay. Transmission's in. I had a problem where we put it in, and then the monolock or whatever it's called, it did not go in properly. Had to take it back off, fix that, and then put it in straighter, and it went in. And now it's all back together. I didn't really give you a rundown on the car before, but it has this blow-off valve, an intake, upper intercooler piping, and the Cobb downpipe that I put on. Ooh, and can't forget the Grimsby boost controller. So under the car it has a high flow cat, and in the back it has a Borla catback, which is not 3-inch. So now I'm gonna get in the car and reverse it out of the garage for the first time with reverse working, hopefully. Check engine lights on for the rear O2 sensor, so not too concerning. Kind of hesitates when you hit the throttle. We'll figure that out later. But there's reverse. Alright, so that's definitely a huge milestone with the car. It came to me without reverse, and now it has reverse. But now I got all the cosmetic work to do, and it needs a good bit. These wheels were never cleaned. This thing is dirty. Let's see how good it comes out. This is it after the wash yesterday. And no, it doesn't look that good just because garage lighting. It actually looks that good. The paint is like crazy good for the age. This could use like a buff, but all the clear's there, and yeah, no peeling or whatever. It hasn't even been repainted anywhere, so I am just amazed at the condition of this paint. Trunk's beautiful. It's also gray, so it hides a lot of little minor details. But overall, I am very happy with this. Even the hood has like some rock chips that I'll just put a little touch of paint on, but it is not bad at all. So this is after I wet sanded it and buffed it a little bit. So if you zoom in or go in, now you notice them, but you got to be pretty close. You back up a little bit and you don't really notice them. You can kind of see them, but depends on the angle and everything. It's looking pretty good. I just want the car as clean as I can get it, since this is one of the nicer Evos I've owned, even though it has so many miles. And I plan on keeping this one for a while. I know I say that about all the cars, but I just really want to put like 100,000 miles on this car and just keep it going, because how many 200,000+ mile Evos are there? So it'd just be really cool to just daily and put as many miles as I can on it. All right, so this is what we're working with on the interior. Just dirt everywhere. Every surface has dirt on it. This all has dust on it. So I just have to go over everything. First I'm gonna wipe it down, then vacuum. Gotta clean all the windows. I'll probably end up taking this tint off because it's really old. No rear floor mats, but I have some final edition ones I'm gonna throw in. I already cleaned the trunk out. Now that looks great. So nothing to do there. Gotta clean these door jambs because this car has been sitting for months. And I guess I don't even have a passenger side floor mat, so gotta find one of those. So I just buffed the whole car, did a little paint correction, a kind of quick one, and it came out really good. So now I'm gonna put the bumper back on and the wing, and I'll pull it outside and see how the car really looks.
Look in my eyes, tell me your tale, then you see the road, a map to my soul, and tell me the size. Whenever the smoke clear out of my face, and my picture perfect, do I look fried? All of that green and yellow that drip from your eyes is telling, tell you demise. I'm with to my side, to push back the ceiling and push back the feelings I had to the side. I replay them nights, and right by my side, all I see is a sea of people that round me. If they just knew what Scotty would do to jump out the stage and say I'm a child. The things I created became the most way that I gotta find balance and keep me a smile. Yeah. That shit by the state I'm in here, I took it from zero to flame. You saying I read it from miles, the shit wasn't love, they got me fucked up. I put you on bus and take you around. A couple of guys inside of the school, I gave them the tools to get it up ground. Say to the ones when they make their ears can't look in the mirror. That shit by I stand on the stage, I give them the rage, no turning it down. Can't get down, we do in the streets, we do it for keys, we do it for rights. I 52 weeks, this shit ain't for pleasure, I'm coming to tweak. This shit is for man, but it ain't no hey, we write it and wrap it around. I take me a beat and I turn to a beast. By the crib on the hill, made it harder to reach. Bought a couple more weeks cause I needed more sleep. Bought a couple more watches, I needed more time. Didn't buy the condo, it's smarter than lease. And I bought some more ice cause I bought it and he made a cast on my dish. You never go cheat if I gave you a day in my life or a day in my eyes. Bling, 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 bling.